Greetings, salutations, it's me, James, your BA Sensei, back with another Power Query tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take a jagged data set, something like this, where you can see how your stock, your value, portfolio name, your date. This normally happens when you have a PDF data set that you pull in from a PDF. You can see there is the data set, but then the stocks kind of continue here, but the table is out of sync, so it's jagged. And then you can see there it's a little bit jagged, and there's a little bit jagged. So what we want to do is we want to take this, considering this jagged data set over here, and bring it in and stack it into a normal data set like this. And we're going to be using a lot of list functions, so let's go! All right, step one, blank Excel document. You go to data and you go to get data, and we're going to select from file and Excel workbook. Well, note, you might actually be pulling this from a PDF file, which is very likely. You pull it in. And in this case, we're just going to say cool sheet, transform data, and that's going to open Power Query. Just a note, Power Query adds change type and promote headers. I don't need these two steps in this case, right? There's our jagged data set, so I just deleted those two steps. Okay. Now the next thing that I want to do is I'm going to show a cool little trick. So you're going to say add column. We're going to add a new custom column. All right. And in this custom column, we're just going to say show us the underscore. And now in context, and this is a pretty powerful thing to have in consideration of our solution, because now what we have is each and every row in our data set is now represented by a record, as you can see there. All right, so I'm going to modify this custom column that we added, right? And I'm going to say, cool, now that we have a record, say record to list. So from this record underscore, I'm going to say nice, but I actually want a list. And now if I click there, it's converted that record into a list. So now the next thing I would like to do is I would like to remove all of those nulls. I'm going to go click on the gear again. I'm just going to do it in here. Let's say, now because this is a list, I can say list remove nulls. Removes all the nulls. And now if you click at the list, you won't have any nulls in there. All right, so you can click on the gears to open this window, but I'm now just going to directly do it in the query view over there. Let's just press Shift and Enter just to create some space. Now the next thing that I have here is I have a date field in there, data type date. So I want to convert this to text. So what I'm going to do, list transform. It's going to give me an error if I don't do this. Take the list that we have, yes, and I'm going to say transform everything in there and make it text from. And this is going to convert everything in my list, every single item in the list, into text. Now you can see that's no longer a date. It is now a text field, which means we can concatenate. I want to combine every item in this list and delimit them with something like a pipe. So I'm going to say Shift and Enter. I'm going to say text combine in brackets. Yes. Everything in there. And I want to combine it with, let's say, a pipe. Close it out. That should do the trick. Now what you have is you got your combined text all in one field. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. What I'm going to do next is I just want to have this individual column over here, right? So I can just say at the end of this thing, I can just say this column is called custom. Put it there in square brackets. Gives me the custom. Yes. So what I want to do next is I actually want to split this column by the pipe, and I can just say transform. You can see it's all grayed out. It's because this is a list. We need to convert this to a table. How do we do that? Just do a double square bracket. And there you go. Now that is a table. There's the icon there. Now I can go to transform and say split column by delimiter. And you can say split at each occurrence of that. There we go. All we need to do now is say table promote headers. Promote the headers. There we go. And we want to remove empty. And there we have it. We basically unstacked a jagged data set into one beautiful data set like this. Isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? Well, I hope that gave you some nice ideas of what you can achieve in Power Query by understanding the simple properties of records and lists, and then combining them, making them tables. And there you go. Get creative with your solutions. Until we meet again, BA Sensei out.